My name is Stella Obialor. I'm a HR practitioner. I work with VIISAUS technology and I have about 20 years experience in HR. I got into the HR profession by accident. So I didn't really set out to be a HR practitioner. So having searched for a place for my primary assignments and got rejected in most of the big banks on Broad Street, I was fortunate when someone helped me into Flour Mills of Nigeria PLC, and I was posted to the then personnel department. Then it wasn't referred to as HR, but posted to the personnel department, and I had no clue what they do there. Being a youth corps member, we were assigned to organize the management training, and that was it. During interviews, we'll settle the place, just doing the usual activities surrounding HR, and I felt it was interesting. And what's taught out was that people come in with solutions, and to me it was more like solution problem solving. So they come in with a problem, and then they have the solution by the time they're leaving. They're coming to complain about something and they're leaving, and they said, oh, this is not bad. I think it's not bad practicing this. So that was just it for me. I wouldn't like to use that term people helper, more like solution provider. I'll tell you this for free. I never crawled before I started walking. The next minute, I was a lunch service hostess at the airport, lunch service supervisor. Then the next minute, I was HR and admin manager. Wow. So I transitioned into a role that I had limited experience of, and aside from that, it was challenging because there were two roles, HR, admin, and I had just 3 years experience, just doing my thing. That's service inclusive. So I had no experience whatsoever. So I found myself at every point in time calling my manager then at Flour Mills, oh please, I was asked to do this, and say, hey, and then I'm sure she will go like, oh my God, who in the heavens gave her this role? She's just ill-equipped. I had no formal training, nothing whatsoever. So I basically learned on the job.
Wow.
So that's so the early experience in HR for me was just learning on the job. I won't really say it's easy. So is it easy wearing the cap of a cultural transformation agent, wearing the cap of the business owner, wearing the cap of employee advocates, wearing different hats? And there is the management. They want the HR. You are not doing what you're supposed to do. You're not getting them to do what they are supposed to do. So you are wearing this hat in this instance and wearing another hat with these people, and you have to be very careful to balance both. So it's not been easy practicing HR because you're not just sitting on the fence. You are trying to make these people, I understand, I get you. I totally understand. I'm going to get them to do what you want them to do. And those people, all right, okay, you want the management to do this? Okay, no problem. I need you to understand that this is what they are going through. They are going to accede to your demands. So you're trying to balance both. So it's not really easy. It's not that notion. People say, okay, I'm coming. It's not just a hire fire thing. So it's understanding the business, understanding the requirements, understanding the needs of the people, and trying to find a balance. You say HR is the people that for the people that love people. Mm-hmm. Okay, in answering that question, I would like to tell a little story. There was this session I was facilitating for young practitioners trying to transition into HR, and I said, okay, why do you want to go into HR? And then they said, oh, we love people, we love helping people. And I said, okay, I think you're in the wrong profession. You because you should be selling lollipop or ice cream, you understand, because it's HR is not, you don't go into HR because you love people and you want people to love you and you love helping people. It's understanding the business. Understand why you are there. Why do they need HR? Why are you there? What do they want you? What problem are you coming to solve? And then getting them, understand the people, survey, go a long way to help in that regard. Understand the people. What do they want? This industry, what is it like? What is the compensation like? What are the benefits like? Are we leading, lagging, or matching? And then you ask so many questions. You want to keep the management happy. You want to keep the people happy. So it's not just it's for those who go about helping people. Of course, you have to apply a lot of emotional intelligence, but we are not the one that directly do that. It's for us to build capabilities in line managers to get them, train them, build their capability to make the people happy and get them to work. I would say I'm yet to see any major decision that is going to be taken in my organization right now without the input of HR. If you come to look at what has happened in the last 24 months, there's been the world experience a global crisis, the pandemic. So who in the organization during the lockdown last year, which role was most sought after? Who, as people be calling the business leader, HR, what do? We need these people to work from home. How do we engage them? HR. How do we manage them? HR. How do we reward them? HR. We need people to, how do we disengage them without future litigation? HR. So HR is no longer seen as the back office, as the, what now? Operational. So they are beginning to feel as strategic inputs in organizations. So just a little bit of admin. That's one part of the journey that most people wouldn't want to go into. Managing the fleets. It's a whole lot. Managing fleets, managing the drivers. It's just it's just something that no one wants to go to. So we find most HR partners, no, just let me stick to HR. Don't add the admin bits to my duties. I'd just rather stick to HR. And so, did I get any transition shock? Okay, I'd say when the last place I worked before my current employer, yes, there was a transition shock. Because I walked into a place that I was told, no, this place is a madhouse. You can't just come and tell us to start marking attendance. We don't mark attendance here. We come to work. The most important thing is the work goes on. We come to work. We work. So you don't bring your style, your experience from your supposed corporate world into a place like this. This is a madhouse. That's what I was told. So really, all I did was to put a policy in place, and then you had to fall in. So I introduced it. So it was shocking for me. Why would you come to work? I don't want to sign attendance. How do I account for the people that it's on board every day? We don't pray for anything bad to happen. How do I account for how many people got into this building? I don't understand. Why shouldn't you want to be accountable? Why shouldn't you want to subject yourself to a regular thing? It's not something that I'm not asking for, something out of the ordinary. It's something that is being practiced. So what's making you different? Why are you not wanting to do that? And then this my current. Then the next transition shock. Okay, resuming in this new role and realizing that I was the second or the third oldest person in the organization.
Wow.
That was shocking for me because we were all young. They were all in their mid, late 20s, early 30s.
Wow.
And so I was just looking at, I remember when the HR business partner, we were putting together the staff list, and then my age. I wouldn't know if she hadn't seen when she was saying, and then she went, "Oh, you're older." I said, "Okay."
Wow.
That's on paper. That's just a number.
Is it true?
I said, "Do I look as old as my age?" He said, no, that's why I'm shocked. I said, okay. That's fine. So those were the two shocks I had. I'll tell the person, understand the business. The business, what do you do? How do you make money? And then it depends on the role. So now I'm not asking to wonder what keeps being a young practitioner. I'm asking to wonder what keeps the CEO awake at night. What keeps your line manager awake at night? So understand the business, understand how to make money, understand your role, understand your duties, your expectations, and how you can be a person of value. And then number 2, you should love numbers. Don't be scared of numbers. You should love numbers. So back in the days, it's assumed that, numbers is for finance. What's the number saying? Data is now the new oil, as we've been informed. And so numbers can never go wrong. You need to love numbers. What are these numbers saying? Look at the statistics. Come up with predictions, predictive analysis to understand, to analyze the situation, to give a detailed and comprehensive and systematic advice when sought. So, and I will encourage the young practitioners to invest in personal development. Own it. Nobody would do it better than you. Own that responsibility. You don't have to wait. And right now, technology has made everything so easy. There are a lot of sites that you could go to learn some of all this, to acquire those skills and bridge some of those skills for free. So your personal development is your responsibility. It's no one else. So you don't have to say, the company didn't train me for this. They don't have to. They should. But if they don't, what do you do? Own it. It's a responsibility to train yourself.
Oh, nice.
And then you get certified. Join the CIPM. We have how many HR practitioners? Can I confidently say we have, out of every 100, we have about 80 HR practitioners who have joined the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria. I don't think I can confidently say that. The statistics are there to prove it. Most people are just saying, I'm thinking I should do my PHRI first before going for my. You need to do the CIPM first. This is teaching you how to climb the ladder, how to walk the ropes. So you need to do that first, and then finally find a mentor. And when finding or choosing a mentor, don't come with that air of self-entitlement. It's your responsibility to manage the relationship between yourself and your mentor. So when your mentor is not available, it's your responsibility to be the one to chase and create a time. I would say that one of the model in the SPHR, HR service delivery, it stood out for me. I wouldn't know why. It stood out for me in the course of preparing for the exam, having to read, all those courses. It's making me a better version of myself. And that HR service delivery bit, it really spoke to me. It made me realize that HR, we don't just see ourselves, yes, strategic and all. Service. How do we be a people of value by rendering a service? How good are what we do and what we know how to do best? It's not just doing it. How well do you do it? So HR service delivery was it for me. I literally internalized that model. Okay, I want to say thank you, Certification Edge, for having me on board. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share with you my HR Chronicles. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.